Hello everyone and welcome to another Router Gods video. My name is Humphrey Chung. So a lot of you like using GNS3 for your Cisco studies, but it can be a pain in the ass to change those .NET files to work on your computer because my idle PC value and your idle PC value are different. My image file is different from your image file. So you need to change two things in .NET files. If you're doing one file, not a problem. If you're doing 500 files, problem, right? So as most of you know, we have on Router Gods page the GNS3 configs for both Narvik and INE. Made these pretty much from scratch, so these will help you in your studies. You download those. Inside each of those zip files is several hundred .NET files. So how do you change them in one shot? I'm going to show you how. Go to the internet. I hope you're on the internet already if you're watching this video. Go to Google and Google for TextCrawler. It is a free Windows program that will do text manipulation inside of folders. So it's a batch text manipulation. It's made by a company called Digital Volcano in the awesome UK Empire represent. So you install that puppy, download, install it. I've put the topology files, that folder, in my desktop, on my desktop. Now this is your first time doing this batch conversion, just make a copy of it just to be safe. Double click on TextCrawler. Now the interface can be intimidating when you first start, but it's really easy to use, so trust me on this. So I'm just going to expand this. First order business. You can see up here the tab is selected on input folders, so you're looking at folders and the contents. This is going to be checked by default, scan all the subfolders, that's good. Start location, just click on this icon right here, select a folder, navigate to that unzipped folder that you have, so Narvik GNS3 Windows. Click on that. Now inside of that find line right here, this is what you're trying to find. You can use regular expressions, but here we're just going to do standard. And if I type in idle PC and I click find, you're going to see that nothing really happens because we have to specify one more thing. So this is the folders that we're looking at. We have to specify what files we're looking at. So here, star.net. So anything that ends in .net. Let's click on find again, and you can see it's seeing all of these topology files, and it's saying I have found an idle PC value equal to that. So that's pretty good. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to copy this guy. So Control C, go back up here to find. So that's the exact match that we're going to look for. So look at that. So in all these topology.net files, that idle PC. Alright, so you want to replace it with your idle PC. Open up GNS3, go to Edit, iOS Images, and whatever your default image is, there's mine. Copy that. Close up, well, you probably want to leave GNS3 open, so paste in there. Now, you're going to need to change this a little bit. You're going to need to prepend this guy, this idle PC value, because if you replace right here, it's going to jack up your .NET file because it's going to take all this and replace it with that, and idle PC, the word, is going to be missing. So let's change it up a bit. Copy there and pop that in front, and that looks pretty good. Now if we click replace, it's not going to replace right away. There is one option to say, are you really sure? So replace, it found it 411 times in 396 files. If you try to do this by hand, oh geez, man, just kill yourself, right? So here we're going to say yes. Now, as you astutely observed, hopefully, if you've had your coffee today, I'm not actually replacing anything different because I've already done it, but we'll pretend here. So click on yes. It just jams through all those files and it's replaced the idle PC value. Awesome, huh? So one more thing we need to change. We need to change the image file, right? So image, let's find that, erase that guy. Let's see if we can find it. So look at that, image equals. So we actually need to, that's not the whole thing. Let's copy that guy, paste that in there, find again. And we're getting there. Now you could do this with a regular expression to match the whole line, but I'm doing it the caveman style, and that is the whole image file. All right, so I'll just copy that, find it again, and okay, so that looks good. Let's go back to GNS3. Probably should not have closed it, but that's okay. We're going to find our image file, go to Edit, OS Images, click on my default image, and it's right here under Image File, appropriately enough. Copy that, go back to Replace, paste in there. Now, same thing as before. If I replace right here, I'm going to have a bad day because it's going to strip off this guy. So just copy image equals, or you could type it in. It's probably faster to type it in. Control V, and there you go. Replace. 411 occurrences, sure. Click yes. All those have been done, and you have now changed the .NET files, all the occurrences of idle PC and your image file in 411 times in about 3 minutes, 2 or 3 minutes.